We are here at the Peninsula Hong Kong, one of the most iconic hotels in Asia, if not the world. We're about to stay for 24 hours to see if Hong Kong's most iconic hotel lives up to the hype. Come with me and let's go check in. The Peninsula Hong Kong is one of the most famous hotels in all of Asia, and as soon as you step inside the lobby, it's easy to see why. We're on a mission to create a list of the 10 best hotels in the world. Will this one make the list? Let's start with the basics and check out the room. So the room keys are stunning. Look at this, and here's us. So welcome to room 526 here at the Peninsula Hong Kong. I'm going to show you around here in the hallway in a minute, but first we have to check out the room because this is stunning. I have to say this is one of the first times that I've had non-white bedding at a luxury hotel like this, but the bedding looks so sleek and so smooth. Of course, we're gonna review the comfort of the bed tonight, I guess. Look at these lights next to the bed, how elegant these are. There's a reason they call this the Grande Dame of the East, I guess. Look at the reading lights here, which I guess are controlled from our individual tablets here on the side, where we can control everything from the lighting, the curtains, the fan, the AC. We have valet, and then we can do things like request specific laundry, or we can get housekeeping to send specific things. Very, very cool that we can do that. We're gonna go through this more in a second. We have our little pencil and paper here, a telephone. This is pretty cool. Right next to the bed, we have charging. We have wireless, 2 USB-A ports, and a global port, which I think is most important. Oh my gosh, they have the different voltages. That is amazing. I've actually never seen a hotel with 2 different types. So that's pretty cool. And then down here, just some storage. So that's the bed and the bed area. It's the same on the other side. Then coming around here, just wait till you see the view, by the way, guys. We have a little, I think this is supposed to be a vanity. Here we have, that is suggested by the fact we have a hairdryer in here that looks very legit. More different ports. Love that. Wow, a nail dryer, guys. Wow. Okay, I've literally never seen that in my life. And more storage. But check this out. I've had a sneak peek of some of the features of this room. So we have this mirror that comes up. Perfect for people who want to get ready. If you don't want to be in the bathroom and block that, you'll see if the bathroom is big enough later. It's not the biggest, so therefore, it could be nice to be able to sit here and get ready. And next to that, we have this giant thing. And look at this. Look what they found out about us, guys. I didn't tell them my channel name or anything. Congratulations on 1 million subscribers. And look at this. Look at that. I did tell them beforehand, however, that we prefer not to drink alcohol. So they've given us a welcome sparkling tea, their own brand. Whoa, that is amazing. 0% alcohol. Here we have more curtain controls back there, some art. And now I assume that here is our minibar. This is such a cool little, I don't know what to call this, but whoa, oh my gosh. Okay, so we have some Evian. I wonder if this is included. Normally I would be like, yeah, but is Evian ever included? No way. This is fully built into the wall and we can, wait, I don't want to press anything. I think we just push on here to get exactly what we want from the system. So we can get our coffee, our tea. That is so cool. And then under here, I guess we have the pods, the tea. So we have decaf. Ooh, caramel. I like that. And intenso, some creamer, different sugars. And then we have, we're bringing these teas with us. Jasmine Dragon Pearls, Ceylon Sunrise, and Chamomile Orange Blossom. Whoa. Even the tea is Peninsula branded. They really have everything here. And then glassware. Yeah. That is nice. What about, so here is the actual mini bar. What is in here? All right, I think they might have, since we said we prefer not to get an alcoholic welcome amenity, I think they might have removed the alcohol from here, but we have some nice aquapana, Perrier, and some sodas, a Red Bull, some juices. Here we have our snacks. Interesting that it's kind of empty too, but milk chocolate almond crunch, and then here crispy dragon bread candy. What? So bar amenities. All right, some oh my gosh, this and dill flavored chips. Maybe if you haven't been in Scandinavia, you like dill flavored chips are not popular, but those are so good. And this flavor, what is this? Almond trio, barbecue, thyme and onion. That sounds amazing. Some cashew nuts, wasabi sesame. That also sounds absolutely amazing. And finally, some gummy bears. Organic and vegan. Can you see that? There we go. Organic and vegan gummy bears. Nice. I wonder how much those are though. And finally here, ooh, nice little Chinese style tea set. Beautiful. So that's this. I mean, I can't get over how amazing that is, right? That is pretty insane. Then we have a desk looking out over the view, which I'm going to show you in a second. I think here we have another notepad, some more charging there on the wall, another phone, obviously a tissue box, a lamp. Facsimile. What is that? I think we'll find out in a second. Oh, is this like a printer? We have a printer in our room. I wouldn't quite dare to use that because I feel like it would be destroyed. Oh, look at all the stationery. Okay, here's a real pen, lens, cleaning cloth, jogging map. Beautiful. Peninsula perspective. Wow, that classy touch. And finally, oh my goodness. What is this? This is some old-fashioned cable. This is great. A stapler? I wonder if we can take this stuff home. Okay, let's show you the view. Let's not diddle-daddle on that anymore. So we were upgraded from a city view room to a room with this view. Look at that. How iconic is this view? We even see Victoria Peak. We see the buses going by. This is Hong Kong in a nutshell. And wow, good upgrade. And then over here we have our TV. You do have HDMI here. You have more charging. You also have a Blu-ray player, which is wild. Haven't seen that in a while. And here we have the first USB-C port of the room, which I love. So finally you can plug things in with your USB-C. Then we have a lamp with this beautiful wall art. And we have a couch here. Quite a small couch. I kind of doubt Oscar and I will fit in that. I love this touch. Some magazines down here. Of course, you got to have Forbes because this is a hotel for, you know, people who read Forbes. And coasters. How nice is this? Look how shiny this is. And then we have our little table with some welcome Muscat grapes, which look unbelievably juicy and delicious. And there's some beautiful condensation on them, meaning they're cold. So that is the main area of the room. Here's an overview of what it's like. It's not the biggest. Frankly, I was expecting the room to be a bit bigger, given that this is like the most expensive hotel in Hong Kong. And the last time we stayed at Intercontinental, the room was like the same size. Then here we have the toilet. So there's two separate, there's the bathroom here and the toilet here. Here's our toilet. Honestly, I would have expected a Japanese toilet at the Peninsula. Like there's no bum gun, hello, and there's no Japanese toilet. That is a bit underwhelming. Room privacy, phone privacy, all right. I mean, it's nice that it's all marble, tissues built into the wall, and a sink here with a little garbage bin, and a mirror, hello, hello. And then we have the main toilet or main bathroom, which looks nice. So everything has this P for Peninsula engraved on it. We have a scale under here and then one sink. So we do have two sinks in total. Oscar and I love having two sinks. So we have separate sinks in separate rooms, but still two sinks. Whoa, this is something. I think it's plastic though. Yeah, plastic glasses, but beautiful shape. I mean, this is retro in a nice way, right? And then everything is Peninsula branded. They have their own moisturizers. They have their own soaps. We've got two face towels there. We've got more tissues built into the wall. Tissues in the bathroom should really be a must, right? We have some more controls for the bathroom. We also have a bathtub with a TV if you want to watch TV in the bathtub. Looks comfortable. Very nice recline here in the back. It's not one of those bathtubs where you're just sitting, you know, in a weird position. This actually looks comfortable. And then finally, here we have the shower. The shower. All marble. It's not a rainfall shower or anything. We have one of these. Okay, that's not, maybe not the most luxurious feeling shower head. And then we have these controls here on the wall, which this is a former British overseas territory. So we have to accept that this is how they like to do things instead of having one of those easy little knobs instead. And here, I'm really curious how these smell. I'll let you know in a minute. Bathrobes back here from the Peninsula and a full body mirror in case you need that kind of thing. So, ooh, they feel nice and soft. So does anyone else, when I'm just staying one night at a hotel, I don't like opening this because it feels so wasteful. So I always just go into the shower and use the body wash as my hand wash. Because this is just like, I don't want to waste soap. I also just wish hotels would have a pump with regular soap. All right, so I've got my shower gel. Let's see how it smells. That smells quite nice. So I have to bend down so far to be on camera. Yeah, smells good. I assume they sell it because otherwise I love actually being able to buy a nice smelling soap from a hotel. Also, underrated feature to have the towels actually next to the sink. Too many hotels miss this. Here we have 2 towels right where you actually want to be when you want to dry your hands. Okay, so we're back in the hallway. I just realized I forgot to show you what's here. I think this is all just storage, laundry bag and stuff. But then here we have a closet and we have more bathrobes in here, 2 more. These I assume are if you're going to the pool. This looks like that type of bathrobe. And it's nice. We have our slippers down here, which it's a shame because it's so wasteful. Like obviously all hotels give slippers, but my idea is give us flip-flops so we can borrow. That's not too uncommon, but if you have like a famous spa and pool, get us reusable flip-flops. I think would be great. Maybe it doesn't seem that luxurious, but ooh, these are very luxurious. But are these the types you'd walk to the spa in? I don't know. But those are very nice. I just don't want to waste them, so I'm going to put them back and close it up. Here we have this incredibly luxurious shoehorn. This for shining shoes, I guess, and 2 umbrellas. They said it might rain this evening, so that's good to have. We have a flashlight. We have all different types of hangers. Never seen a hanger like this before. If you know what this is, let me know. Whoa. And then the regular hangers. So that, I think, is officially all of the room to show you. By the way, one thing to point out is that the entire room is carpet, but the carpet at least looks very clean and fresh. All carpet is a bit scary. Oh, a door. Sorry, this video is turning out so messy. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. I have to say, I think this is like the most amazing thing. And it's so beautiful that they did this.
The way they made the plaque is
actually
crazy.
A golden plaque. I don't know if we can eat any of it. Should we pop this? Or should we bring this with us? I don't know.
No, let's pop it. We're flying economy tomorrow. Yeah. Let's just say that.
Yeah, we're going from Peninsula to economy class. The room is beautiful. There's so many things that are very nice, but there are certain things that feel a bit cheap. Like the shower head, like not having any form of variant on a Japanese toilet. Those are things that you would expect in this part of the world to just feel a bit more opulent. And then the room, as I said, it's not that big. Considering we stayed at the Intercontinental for like half of this price or less last summer when we were in Hong Kong, and we had similar kind of view. We had actually a bigger room than this because we had 3 people staying in it. We were here with our friend April Lynn. Then I'm just like, okay, so maybe we're paying for all the other stuff around it, which we're gonna go find out about in a second. Okay, my intrusive thoughts got the best of me.
Wait, did you take a photo of it before you're gonna eat it?
Yeah, I did. Wait, let me make sure I'm not like stressed that I didn't. It's so cool. Yeah, I got a good photo. I just like really want to eat the plaque. Tastes like success. Tastes like 1 million subscribers on What's Up Fan. Thank you again, guys, for tuning in.
We're gonna pop this bottle for you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like a Melody Festival. I love that that is what popped into your head.
Whoa, cheers. So unfortunately it's Oscar and me here and there's not a third glass to share with you.
We'll donate one of our glasses to you guys.
We'll try to explain the feeling. Alright, let's see.
Oh,
Nice.
probably the best one I've tasted.
Yeah? Sweet black tea with some fruity notes. And the second ingredient is sugar. It's water and then sugar. That's why it's good. We're gonna do a bunch of stuff at the hotel today, but first, I think we're gonna have lunch.
Yeah.
At a place we love in Hong Kong, because although it's fun to eat at your hotel if it's a hotel that's this good, when you're in Hong Kong, there's so many amazing places to eat.
It would be illegal to just stay at the hotel and eat.
So we're gonna go do that, and then we're gonna come back to do everything that you want to do. So I didn't realize, but I think maybe the hotel has a lot more floors than I thought. I thought it was just the low part of the building that we're in. Okay, as we head to lunch, I guess now is a good time to talk about what happened when we got there.
Yeah.
Because we walked into the door of the hotel. Of course, they took our bags. And then there's this guy, Mr. Daniel. Welcome, Mr. Daniel.
Sweetest guy, by the way.
Yeah. Where's Mr. Oscar? I'm not using our the names that he used. So I asked, do we need to go to the front desk? He goes, no. We'll check in the room. I just need your passports and a credit card. So he took us straight up to the room where we checked in. How insane is that? How did he know it was us? And second of all, we don't know if everyone gets that, but we did see quite a few people waiting around in the lobby, like those types of employees. So I'm assuming that at least quite a few guests get that sort of welcome. Also, let me just say again, I always pay for my own stays. This is not hosted. We've paid full price, and the price for one night, I think, was $500 US. I'm gonna put the exact price down here, and that includes all the benefits we get as well. So if you go to nonstopdan.com/hotels, it should be the top link in the description below. You can book any luxury hotel and get perks for free that you wouldn't get booking directly with the hotel. So for example, here we get the upgrade, space available, a $100 hotel credit to use at all types of facilities, early check-in, late checkout. Let me think, am I missing something? If you normally book this kind of thing through American Express or something like that, booking through us gets you much higher priority for the upgrades. So it's really a no-brainer. The price is usually the same, so you're also not paying any extra.
You know, it's a real Chinese restaurant when they always have a tea charge, like regardless if you order tea or not.
This is what we were most excited to come to Hong Kong for. Veggie Kingdom. This place is on another level. We are back from lunch and we are gonna go check out one of the most important things at a hotel for us, the gym. So we ate about an hour ago.
We're such gym rats.
Yeah. Hello, hunky meat muscle.
And this is a good time because hopefully it's not too busy. See you after the workout. So the gym was actually very nice. It wasn't massive, but it had pretty much everything you need. We had a nice hour-long workout. There was only someone there when we just got there, and after that, it was only us. So now we are gonna go chill a bit at the iconic Peninsula pool that even our taxi driver coming here said, you have to check this out. It's included for hotel guests. There's also a spa there, and I'm gonna put up the spa prices on screen now because we went to have a look at the menu. And let's just say the treatments are not cheap, really not cheap. I'm sure they're incredible, but we're not gonna test that out today. That's a bit overkill. We can't record anyway, but I love this robe. It has such a spa feeling. I feel like these are almost Japanese. Like it makes me want to do a Larry date. I don't know why. Just want to pull a Larry date and be like, arigato, you know?
Arigato. Yes. Arigato.
I was gonna say this feels so opulent somehow.
Uplands, you own everything.
Sorry, this is so naff recording like this, but just want to show you the elevator.
So cool.
It's very dark, hard to show, but beautiful. Needless to say, the pool area is stunning. It's like a cross between ancient Roman baths and the prefect's baths at Hogwarts, but not one where J.K. Rowling decides who gets to use it. The highlight is of course the view outside, and you can easily step outside onto this terrace and take in the skyline view. As beautiful as this area is though, the pool itself doesn't feel very inviting, and we spent our time here reading and chilling on the sun chairs, but without sun I guess they're just chairs, but we never really felt compelled to go in the pool. Still, it's a beautiful space and we had a relaxing time before exploring more of the hotel's facilities. Okay, who do we have to call to get one of these for our future home? Because what a hallway table that would be.
It's the most stunning piece of furniture I've seen.
So we've got some memorabilia here from the hotel's history. Ooh. Oh, so up here is the function room. Wow. This is elegant. Elegance. Wow, and here's a piano. Beautiful. So this is a place called The Bar. And look, this is very cool. Wow. What a vibe. There's a piano. It's very small, but very vibey. Okay, yeah, this is good. Thank you so much. So we went up to Felix, which is the bar with this crazy view. So we've been given some nuts and some olives and some breadsticks. You're paying a lot for this view, but it's probably worth it. So let's have a look at the menu, shall we? So it starts off with, I have no idea what a premium capsule is, I'm sorry. Original capsule and then mocktail capsule. Okay, I guess, is it a cocktail? 158 Hong Kong dollars for a mocktail. Yeah, not cheap. Oh, and subject to 10% service charge. Oh, so this is actual cocktails. What else? Wines, Champagne Dom Perignon, funny menu that is a bit hard to read. Red wine, 1 glass. Yeah, I guess we're not surprised at the prices. Other stuff, yeah, lots of spirits. And here's some more soft drinks, some teas. Finally, some small bites. Can you see the price? It's a bit hard. By the way, I wonder if this is the tea we got in our room. 158 for a glass. Okay, our drinks are here. This is the passion fruit something and the mango colada. So I'll let you know how these are.
Very random side note, but these packages that the straws are some of the fanciest I've ever seen.
This is amazing. That's good. You want to try?
This tastes like mango sticky rice in like liquid. It does.
Oh my god, it does. Okay, so we have a funny story. We were just up at Felix, the bar, and this guy comes up to us and he's like, "Hi, I just wanted to make sure you're okay." And we're like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, housekeeping noticed that the shampoo bottle had broken in your room." And we're like, "Really? Like, did it fall down?" He's like, "Let me show you a photo." So he showed us a bottle of the shampoo and it had like a crack down the back. That was all. It wasn't broken like in the sense that we thought where it had shattered in a million pieces. It had a crack down the back and we're like, "Oh, interesting." He's like, "I just want to make sure you're okay." And we're like, "Yeah." And in my mind I'm thinking, are we gonna get charged for this or what's going on? So we just came back down. Housekeeping has not been here because everything is just thrown and our shampoo doesn't have a crack. Like, this is it. We just took it from the bathroom. So I'm like, what? The service overall though has been amazing. I just don't know what that was about. We are gonna head down and meet a friend for dinner at Spring Moon. We're gonna try Michelin star Cantonese food and you're coming with us. We're gonna show a bit of the food and then we will test out the bed for my favorite part of any hotel stay, sleeping. made it back to the room after dinner. We have quite a bit to say about that, but first I just want to show you guys that they have done Turndown service. So for example, they took our water out and placed it here. They put these little covers on our glasses. I like when they put out these little sheets. That's lovely. Was this tissue box here before? Sorry about the suitcase there. They've turned on the lights. They've closed the curtains. I mean, this is standard stuff. They also unfortunately took out the slippers, which we were trying to avoid using. And they have placed a little glass and the Evian next to our bed. So apparently the Evian is free. I mean, that's pretty nice, right? Even though Evian is not, I mean, I don't know what you guys feel, but not my favorite flavor of water. Yeah, cozy. So when it comes to dinner, first of all, it was so lovely to see our friend Bianca who lives here. Bianca, if you're watching this, we loved it.
Sometimes with some people, you just don't know why you fell out of touch with them. And then
Yeah.
when you meet them again, it's like the loveliest thing ever.
Truly, and it's so fun to be able to meet up at a place like the Peninsula. To be like, we're staying here. But the food, so this is a Michelin star place. The food was genuinely shocking. Like, the price for that food, the fact it's supposed to be Michelin star, it was like something you would pay $5 for at some like street stall.
Not even that.
It
I
was-
feel like it would be more flavorful at a street
Yeah,
stall.
literally.
Yeah.
It was not super flavorful. It was not super creative. That vegetable plate thing, like the lotus fruit, I expected it to be so creative and like interesting. Like in Starbucks first class, I got this appetizer with lotus fruit and stuff, and everything was marinated in these different sesame oil and chili oil and stuff that made it incredibly interesting.
Elaborate.
This was just like plain steamed vegetables for like 40 or 45 US dollars.
And we had to keep asking for more chili sauce to like add some flavor
Add
to it,
any
which felt
flavor.
so sad. Yeah.
Yeah, shocked by that restaurant. Do not recommend it. There's so many good places to eat in Hong Kong. Maybe some of their other dishes are more iconic, but I would expect so much higher level. I think that is good night from us. Mixed thoughts today, I would say. Like, I was hoping we'd go into this with a super positive review. Obviously, it's lovely, but this is supposed to be one of the best hotels in Asia, one of the most iconic hotels. And I think you just expect, besides the check-in, which was lovely, they came to the room and, you know, there's some nice touches here and there. It doesn't quite live up to the very high standard that you would expect. I would expect better than most five-star hotels. Now I would say that this is on par, if not slightly worse. That's it from us. Good night. We will see you tomorrow morning at breakfast, because breakfast is a time for redemption, right? Hopefully it is. One more thing before bed. I just did a Wi-Fi speed test, which I actually think is a very important part of a hotel stay. The speeds are great. 160 download, 140 upload. Amazing for a hotel. So now it's actually good night. Good night. See you tomorrow. So good morning. We are heading down to breakfast. It is, let's see what time it is. Hold on. I left my watch to charge. It's 6:58. Breakfast starts at 7. I slept okay. The bed is a little bit on the hard side for me. I would say it's medium firm, but the cover, the pillows, those feel really, really nice. Of course, they're very smooth. The air was also a bit dry in the room. I don't know if they have humidifiers available on request. And to be fair, Hong Kong is like super humid right now anyway, but I woke up a bit like, but maybe that's more about what I ate and drank before going to bed. How did you sleep? What did you think about the bed?
It was good. I mean, I can't say much more than that. It was like perfectly fine.
It wasn't one of those beds where you're like, oh my god, I want to stay here all day.
You didn't like sink into it and just
Yeah.
felt like, oh my god, I'm on a cloud right now. It wasn't like that, but yeah, it was good enough. But maybe not good enough for the peninsula. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning. How are you? Morning. Okay, lovely. Thank you so much.
526.
You said Sangria, right?
Yeah.
May I help you to order some drinks? Coffee?
I would love an iced latte decaf with soy milk, please.
Okay.
Yeah, same for me. Iced decaf soy milk.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's check out the buffet, where we'll start here on the best part, obviously. The dumplings, steamed egg cream rolls, steamed crab roe and pork dumplings, okay, shumai, steamed shrimp dumplings, ooh, mini glutinous rice with chicken, and then we have some deep fried glutinous rice rolls and deep fried water chestnut cake. Ooh. Then here we have some condiments for what I assume is the congee. And here we have pork and preserved egg congee, konpoi congee, not sure what that is. And finally here, I think they can make you soup, pork meatballs with rice noodles. Then we continue over here. We have some stir-fried silver pin noodles with shrimp, some stir-fried seasonal vegetables, chicken sausages, Nuremberg sausages, shakshuka, scrambled eggs and hard-boiled eggs. Now we're in the western section. Baked beans, Canadian bacon. Hi, how are you? Pork bacon, omelet station. And then the pastries. Check this out. Ooh, banana cake / banana bread. Those look nice. Pancakes. English muffin. Ooh, that's been a while. Some fruits. Ooh. Poached cherry. Gotta try that. And then we've got some various milks, skimmed milk, regular milk, soy milk, some nuts. Ooh, thunder. Ooh, different cheeses. Berkshire muesli. Ooh, this looks watery. Ooh, vitamin booster. Okay. Miso soup. Little Japanese section. And then finally some ramen salad with crab stick. Some natto. Oh wow, there really is a Japanese section. And Japanese poached egg. Oh, I didn't show you the middle. So here we have a few different cereals, cold cuts, cheeses, salmon, juices, guava juice, curried egg salad and brioches, salami and laogan. Oh, look at this kale. All right. Okay, starting out with an ice latte. First they brought it not iced, even though we ordered iced, but now we got it. Okay, you know what? We need to have a bigger look through this system, okay? Because there's some stuff that you might be interested in. Like, how much does it cost to press something? Whoa, 100? Okay, like $15 to steam and press a shirt. I guess not crazy, but also kind of crazy. By the way, the most iconic thing here, which unfortunately we are not going to be spending money on, is the Rolls-Royce airport transfers, priced at the following amounts. I'll let you make of that what you want. They do have a Bentley transfer, which ironically is quite a bit cheaper than the Rolls-Royce. I do not know the difference between a Bentley and a Rolls-Royce in terms of comfort and what makes a Rolls-Royce more expensive. You can also take a helicopter from the airport to the hotel for $45,000. 45,000 Hong Kong dollars. No, thank you. I like that they have this little like departure board for people who don't know about the app Flight Radar. They even have flight tracking up here. You can search for your flight. In-room Peninsula gifts. Cool. I like that they have some souvenirs. Right. You can buy the bathrobe, slippers, umbrella. Kind of iconic to have an umbrella from here. Not gonna lie. Minibar. Oh, so here we can see the prices. Cool. In case you were curious. So here's the alcohol they normally have. And then non-alcoholic beverages. Like $10 for a soda. Coconut water, 60 Hong Kong dollars. The snacks. So remember those delicious looking nuts and stuff? That's how much they are. Okay. I mean, what do we expect? I showed you the spa menu. So finally, let's check in-room dining. Actually, not finally, because we also have to check the TV. In-room dining, we have these different breakfasts. We can see the details. Maybe around $60 in the end for these two breakfasts. Continental breakfast. Okay. Fruit or vegetable juice. $20 US. Smoothies cheaper than vegetables. From the bakery, select, okay, a pastry basket, all day dining. Here we go. Pomelo and shrimp salad. European cold cuts and cheeses. Main courses, some different meats. What kind of burgers do they have? Club sandwich is pricey. Ooh, Impossible Burger. Desserts, 3 scoops of ice cream or sorbet of your choice. Okay, I figured, I was like, why is the menu so short? No prices here. Maybe if, okay, a coffee for that much. Asian selections. What about here? Dim sum, tom yum. Okay. Pasta, Impossible lasagna. Wow, this is where we were. Okay, finally, let's go. Because the others are the restaurant menus. TV or audio. Here are all the TV channels. So if you want to watch something. Oh gosh, they have a nice selection of global channels. Oh my gosh, Cartoon Network, what a throwback. Safety video, airplane, and then safety video. I assume this is a hotel safety video. Oh, DVDs. So I guess you can request these to watch a DVD borrow. Oh, out of stock. What do they have in stock? Out of stock. Out of stock. A Star is Born. Okay, all out of stock. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Okay, by the way, just to show you here, the TV does have Chromecast, which is more interesting than a DVD. Okay, I assume someone could come help with that. So it's just about time for us to head to the airport in a thunderstorm.
Not in a Rolls-Royce.
Yeah, no, in the cheapest car possible. But we want to conclude. We looked up a little bit what the going rate is for different premium hotels. And it seems like the only hotel that's more expensive than this in Hong Kong is the Rosewood. But from what we understand, the rooms are much bigger at the Rosewood. So that could be why the price is higher. And this really is, this along with Mandarin Oriental are the most iconic hotels in Hong Kong. Obviously, the most amazing thing here is the location. The view and the location.
The view is crazy.
Because you're right by Avenue of the Stars. You're so close to everything you want to go to as a visitor. That is so cool, and you're paying extra for that.
The service has been amazing. Like, people are so friendly.
Yeah.
So helpful.
But the service has not been very personalized. Besides the check-in, today at breakfast we showed up and we had informed them beforehand about our special dietary requirements. No one knew about it at breakfast. And when we asked them about it, it took them like 10-15 minutes for someone to come back to us and explain what we could have, which I'm like, there was almost no one else there. So I found that a bit weird. The coffee tasted, I wrote down, it tastes like coffee bean water. Like I'm just like actually shocked by the breakfast at such an iconic hotel. The buffet wasn't even that enormous. There was no a la carte.
Even if you don't have any restrictions, it was still like not good, to be honest.
Yeah. They could have had so many more interesting Chinese dishes. Yeah. Sorry, the phone is like
it's not very stable. That's why it keeps changing the perspective.
Yeah. Okay, so the bed comfort I think we said was okay, but not 5-star hotel feeling at all. One thing that I loved about it is that they didn't tuck the sheet in, the cover in at the bottom. Tiny thing, one thing I'm missing in the bathroom and they don't have on the system for you to order is mouthwash. I think like any nice hotel, it's good, lovely to have mouthwash. The pool I think is like vibey, but
not very inviting to swim.
yeah, it's like you have everyone is like looking at the pool. It's a bit strange. We haven't told you guys about the best thing about Peninsula, which you might already know, but Peninsula time, which means that you can check in anytime you want as long as you check out 24 hours later. The thing is,
I hadn't seen that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I think you can technically stay longer sometimes as well, but what's cool about that is that if your flight lands at 6 a.m. and you inform them beforehand, you'll be allowed to check in and have your room at 6 a.m. as long as you leave the next day at 6 a.m. Okay, I think 10 p.m. is the cutoff, but you can stay from 10 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Wow.
We feel very lucky to have been able to stay here. I think $500, it isn't very bad for an expensive city like Hong Kong.
And with the location.
Yeah, for one of the most expensive hotels, obviously we're in the base room and they have a lot of rooms that are a lot more expensive and a lot bigger and all that kind of stuff. By the way, if you want to book the Peninsula anywhere in the world, if you want to book Peninsula here in Hong Kong or any other luxury 5-star hotel anywhere in the world, you can get perks like we've had today. So those perks include welcome amenities, space available upgrade. So we were upgraded to this room with an amazing view, free breakfast for 2 people. We got a $100 credit, which we could use to offset our disappointing dinner. So at least we don't have to pay as much for that dinner. You're not paying extra. You just get all these perks on top of that. And you get the highest priority for upgrade, higher than people who have status. If you're staying at a hotel that uses loyalty programs and stuff, go to nonstopdang.com/hotels. It will be in the description below and in a pinned comment. So what score does the Peninsula Hong Kong get? The suspense is real. Oscar and I have deliberated, and after much thought, this is what we say. The room we think is a 7. I lean toward a weak 7, but a 7 nonetheless. The bathroom, a 5. So this is all out of 10, by the way. It's nice. I mean, I love that it's marble, but that shower head and that toilet at a hotel of this class just was not really what you expect. It's also really nice to have double couple sinks at a hotel of this class. Amenities, a 7. They were fine, nothing to write home about. Night sleep, another 7. You know, we slept well, but not amazingly, not something that we will remember forever. The breakfast was just, I mean, for us, not eating meat, it was not great. We've had better breakfast at other hotels in Hong Kong, and the fact that they weren't really able to accommodate everything, it's a 4 for us. And that buffet, not massive for such an iconic hotel. Dining in general, we put 4 as well, because that dinner we had, although we know this is a very famous restaurant, that just was not good. Again, there's so many amazing restaurants in Hong Kong, and it was such a shame that that dinner just disappointed us. Really, really sad. The gym, our highest score yet, gets an 8. A nicely equipped gym with an amazing view. Pool and beach, we gave a 6, which might be a bit harsh because the pool is beautiful. But as we mentioned, the fact that people are sitting and eating around the pool, like there's tables there for people to eat lunch, it just feels a bit weird to like be splashing around in the pool as people are eating lunch literally right next to the pool. I don't know, maybe it's just us. I like when a pool has like different sections and can feel a little bit like you can hide in a corner of the pool and not just have everyone looking at the people in the pool, which is what it felt like here. But a stunning pool, so it's weird to complain about it. Service and personalization. I made the mistake at this hotel, which I'll never make again. Even though we book every hotel in Oscar's name, not my name, I still made the mistake of saying that we're celebrating a subscriber milestone, which I don't know why I did, because we're booking as travel agents. You reach out to share arrival times and things, like request the free upgrade and stuff like that, to make sure all those things are confirmed. And there we mentioned this, which we shouldn't have. We're never going to do it again. But they reacted to that very well, and they gave us all this special stuff. But I don't think the service would have been super memorable if we had not done that. Still, we're giving it an 8 in our case, so sorry about that. And finally, value for money. Expensive hotel. It's one of the most expensive in Hong Kong, but actually compared to most of the hotels I've reviewed so far, it comes in at the bottom end, and I think that ultimately it was decent value for money, so 7 out of 10. It's funny how everything that's like average or decent still gets a 7, but that's how it works. So in total, the Peninsula gets 63 out of 100. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think of the Peninsula Hong Kong? Let me know, and make sure you subscribe for more hotel reviews like this. Remember, they're self-funded as always, so I can tell you exactly what I think. So on that note, sorry, rant over. I don't think we will be like coming back to this hotel, but very happy to have stayed here. And next time we're in Hong Kong, we'll try the Mandarin Oriental or the Rosewood.
The one thing I would come back for in the future is the top, like rooftop bar, or it's not really rooftop, but like the 28th floor bar. That was
Felix.
Felix.
That is very cool. And of course, the high tea is supposed to be very iconic here.
So maybe we'll try that when we're
Yeah,
not
exactly. Because we spend so much money on drinks at the top and on our dinners. So on that note, we will see you all in the next video. And until then, bye-bye.
Was it see you around the world on these ones? Or was it?
Okay, bye-bye.